Next on Wink News on WXCW, shocking video for any parent to watch. A child attacking another in the street.
Wink News investigates, was a parent egging it on? Next on Wink News.
It's disgusting to watch. It's sickening to see that your child's being attacked.
New on the Night Beat, alarming video. A student attacking a classmate on the street. Wink News investigates, did the girl's father encourage the beatdown?
More cameras exposed. Wink News first to reveal shocking new details about a voyeurism case that keeps getting bigger. Just ahead, what deputies say the suspect here told his wife when he knew he'd been caught.
An incredible new video just in tonight. We're going to see the stowaway who hid in a wheel well during a flight across the Pacific touch land after his hours-long flight.
And it was a warm and dry, sunny day across Southwest Florida. That trend does continue, but I'll let you know when rain is back into the forecast when I return.
Live from Southwest Florida's news leader, this is Wink News at 10.
Top of the news at 10 o'clock. Shocking new video you'll see first on Wink News. Fist fly between students in Southwest Florida, and now one of them could be in big trouble with the police. Logan, everyone, I'm Chris Safadi.
And I'm Stacey Adams. As a parent, I have to warn you, this video is very tough to watch.
All right, stop! Sit. Stop.
And punch after punch, it's painful. Police confirm these girls go to Gulf Middle School in Cape Coral. That's where the Night Beat's Corey Lazar is live for us tonight. So, Corey, did anyone step in to break up this vicious fight?
Well, Stacey, that's the conflict here. According to this police report, that girl's family claims the father of the student who allegedly started this fight was there the entire time. They even claim he let the fight happen. And I want to warn you, some of this video you're about to watch may be disturbing. This disturbing cell phone video obtained by Wink News shows two Gulf Middle School students going home. One girl walks up from behind the other, throws her to the ground, and starts punching.
Hey! All right, stop! Sit.
It's disgusting to watch.
But what's even more shocking, the parents of the girl who was beaten say the father of the other student who allegedly started the fight watched the whole thing and didn't break it up.
He reaches over and picks up a notebook that my daughter dropped to hand it back to her and say, "That's what you get."
According to the victim's family, this is the father of the girl who allegedly initiated the fight.
Stop! Oh my God!
His daughter, who now has to go before a judge, continues to pummel the other girl into the cement.
Sitting there and basically allowing it to happen, not doing anything to stop it, when it's his daughter attacking my daughter.
Wink News stopped by the home of that student who allegedly started the fight, but this was the response.
Get the up out of my face!
Now, the parents of the girl who was beaten up say the students have known each other for a long time, and they previously tried to resolve the situation.
Threatened my life, threatened my family's life, tell me that I need to control my daughter.
Sorry, stop!
It's sickening to see that your child's being attacked and there's nothing that you can do about it. You're not there.
Now, again, according to this police report, the father of the girl who allegedly started all this told police he did try to break it up, and he told them he couldn't control his daughter from jumping out of his car when they were trying to drive away from school. His daughter now has to see a judge next month. For now, we're live on the Night Beat. Corey Lazar, Wink News.
All right, Corey, thank you. We have breaking news just in. Wink News learning federal help is on the way for people living in the Panhandle now. Governor Rick Scott asked President Obama for help after nearly 2 feet of rain soaked Escambia and Santa Rosa counties in about 24 hours' time. That caused extensive damage to homes and businesses. They'll now be able to get federal money to help get their lives back in order.
Developing now on Wink News, disturbing new information about a creepy case of voyeurism in Southwest Florida.
A Lee County man accused of planting hidden cameras inside a Fort Myers Beach rental home may have done the same thing in his own house. That's what a new arrest report says about 53-year-old Robert Moore. Wink News checked at this hour. He's behind bars in the Lee County Jail. And that rental home on Bayview Drive, just blocks away from the Matanzas Pass Bridge on Fort Myers Beach. The Night Beat's Rachel Spangenthal is there live tonight. Rachel, did Moore spy on his own family?
Chris, according to the arrest report, he did, watching them do intimate things, and he may have viewed everything on a cell phone like this. Detectives say they found on his app a way for him to watch these things remotely from his cell phone.
Cameras, cameras, and more cameras. That's what Lee County deputies now say they discovered inside several Lee County homes. The man behind the lens, they claim, 53-year-old Robert Moore. According to a new arrest report obtained by Wink News, detectives found thousands of deleted images and videos on SD cards planted inside things like alarm clocks. The cameras recorded families and children at this rental home on Fort Myers Beach. In that report, Moore's wife told deputies her husband admitted to her he was a sickness which he needs help for, and he allegedly told the owner of that rental home he has an addiction. Even more disturbing is what those hidden cameras may have captured inside Moore's own home in Fort Myers, including an unknown male juvenile in the 12 to 14-year age range was observed on video masturbating. Moore was arrested in Orange County and is now back in the Lee County Jail. One neighbor who didn't want his face shown tells me he's stunned by the arrest.
Sickening, you know. It's really troubling to see the kind of people that are, that do these kind of things. It's very surprising.
According to that report, Moore and his wife have been married for a year. He's now facing 8 counts of video voyeurism and 1 count of possession of child porn. Live on the Night Beat, Rachel Spangenthal, Wink News.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Right now, an attorney says a Collier County man will fight for a new trial after being found guilty of killing a little girl. Just hours ago, jurors convicted 32-year-old Todd Akers of first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. Prosecutors say Akers beat 2-year-old Abigail Barron to death 8 years ago. She was his fiance's daughter. Akers will be sentenced in June. He faces life in prison.
Breaking new information now about a brush fire in North Fort Myers. Crews telling Wink News now the fire off of Heck Drive in the Suncoast Estates community is fully contained. Wink News first broke this story earlier tonight at 7 o'clock. We saw a lot of smoke in the area. Firefighters tell us this thing grew to about a half an acre. No homes were in any danger.
Wink News breaking some new information about a crash that shut down part of I-75 tonight. Troopers tell Wink News that a road ranger was hit in the northbound lanes at mile marker 76 on Alligator Alley. Rangers help you out when you're in trouble on the highway. All northbound lanes were shut down for a while around 6:30 tonight. At this hour, they are back open. Troopers say that road ranger did suffer some minor injuries. New details tonight. The state fire marshal now investigating a luxury house fire in North Naples. Wink News was there on Gulf Shore Drive, just off of Vanderbilt Beach Road near the Ritz-Carlton. And crews say 40 firefighters rushed out after a tree trimmer noticed flames and smoke. The damage is mainly on the roof and the chimney. No one was hurt, and at this point, investigators don't know what sparked the fire.
New tonight, a homeowner's quick thinking may have saved his life and landed a suspected burglar behind bars. Deputies say a crook threatened a man with a gun at a home on Island Circle in Fort Myers. That's just off McGregor Boulevard at College Parkway. Detectives say the victim locked the doors, hid, and called 911 until the suspect ran off. Deputies say they eventually tracked him down, 28-year-old Sherman Dial, who is now charged with burglary.
New on Wink News, the hunt for 2 crooks who broke into a Fort Myers home and then were chased off. According to an incident report obtained by Wink News, the suspects climbed into a window on 5th Avenue in the Pine Manor neighborhood just near Page Field. They stole an Xbox. They were chased down by the victim. A fight then broke out and the crooks drove away. If you know anything about this incident, call police.
New tonight, a story you'll see only on Wink News. At least $10,000 was spent on a chaotic police standoff near the Edison Mall in Fort Myers. Wink News just got a finance report detailing the amount of money it cost to cover this scene on Winkler Avenue last week. Fort Myers police say they spent thousands of dollars on the effort. Another $1,500 in damage caused to the neighborhood. Officers say they may pass those costs on to the suspect, 51-year-old Thomas Murray. Wink News checked at this hour. He's still behind bars in the Lee County Jail. Caught on camera, a desperate crook pointing a gun at a convenience store clerk in Fort Myers. Wink News has a surveillance video now from the Circle K on 41 right near the Fort Myers Country Club. You can see the suspect threatens the worker who grabs cash from the register and hands it over. Crook took off. Tonight he is still on the run, so if you recognize him, call the police.
A Florida Highway Patrol trooper who was killed on I-75 this past weekend will be laid to rest on Friday. Trooper Chelsea Richard died when a truck lost control and then hit her on the side of the road.
Wink News is told she was responding to a crash at the time. 2 other people in that wreck. Richard was a 9-year veteran of FHP and leaves behind a 4-year-old son. From Wink News Campaign Central, Governor Rick Scott touted tax relief in Southwest Florida tonight. He chose an auto dealer showroom to promote the cuts in fees that he pushed through the legislature. Those include $400 million in reductions in vehicle license fees. Governor's leaving no doubt that he expects to face former Governor Charlie Crist in November.
Now, this session was a great session for dreams. First, we cut taxes, $500 million. Whose money is it? It's your money. It's not government money.
A spokesman for the Crist campaign tells Wink News many of the tax and fee reductions could be offset by higher property taxes. The result, he claims, of the legislature putting more financial burden on local governments.
Well, the government says global warming is real, and it's happening now. Still ahead, Wink News has the findings from a brand new report. Will reveal the threat it lays out for our coast.
You probably hate to see it, junk mail clogging up your mailbox, but did you know an identity thief can take advantage of your mail? Wink News investigates how to fight identity theft and cut down on all that junk mail.
And right now we're 78 degrees in Fort Myers. The dew point's in the mid-60s. We're going to see a little more humidity by the weekend. Do we see rain? I will let you know when Wink News at 10 continues.
And deputies called back to the scene of a deadly shooting and standoff. The suspect's wife taken away in handcuffs. Next, Wink News reveals why neighbors called for help.